traumatic thing that has ever happened to you in your life. In August of 2005 in New Orleans, we had a tragedy that was basically engineered by the state and capitalism. And 80% of our city was flooded. The state disappeared very quickly. Capitalism disappeared very quickly, shortly to return with the National Guard, security brought in from Israel and other places. The repression was amazing. We used to have a bumper sticker in New Orleans that said, "Third World and proud of it." We kind of enjoyed our position on the semi-periphery. But we learned what it meant to be third world on the periphery of empire, when you play no role in that empire at that time, when you can't really be exploited. One of my kids disappeared for over a month. He was in the prison system. Other people, well, many people lost their homes in my family, but in some ways the worst thing was that my son disappeared into the prison system. We had a situation in which all of the supposedly benevolent functions of the state, or pseudo-benevolent functions of the state, disappeared, and after its disappearance it only came back as a repressive force. There was no legal system, there was only a, to use the great word or phrase, criminal justice system, a criminal system. We had volunteers who came to help communities in New Orleans who were arrested, who were particularly one young black man who was in the wrong place at the wrong time and was accused of being a looter for trying to check out his own car. And by the way, his son had drowned in the flood. I can hardly begin to say how great this tragedy was, and the abdication of any responsibility for doing good by both the state and capitalism. However, it was a turning point, and in a sense it was that dark night of the soul that allows you to move forward and find hope. The hope was in the communities of care that emerged, the recovery communities. As soon as I got back, I was in India at the time. It was very difficult to get back to New Orleans. But as soon as I got back, it was illegal, by the way. It was illegal for us to go back and try to save whatever we could save. Between that hurricane and the next hurricane, Hurricane Rita, I participated in a small community, basically anarchist-inspired, which 24 hours a day was people living together, devoting their entire lives to helping others. From fixing food for the hungry, removing trees that had fallen in people's houses, doing anything that was needed. In a sense, this to me was, for the first time in my life, seeing what we could call communal anarchy or anarchist communism in action. It wasn't anarcho-capitalism by any means. It wasn't state communism either. It was the people acting autonomously. I then spent months working with a group called the Soul Patrol with an extraordinary community leader named Mama D. I don't know if you ever saw her on TV, but a very powerful, charismatic community leader. I would say my entire life changed at that point because I began to think maybe I really need to practice what I've been thinking about and practicing a little bit for so many years. And I might mention, by the way, it isn't science fiction, but there have been works of visionary fiction that have inspired me. Starhawks, Fifth Sacred Thing, and above all, Ursula Le Guin's Always Coming Home. And
like, take me to church, yes.
That's what I've been waiting for my whole life. And in the midst of tragedy, I saw that emerging. So that was my long moment.
Beautiful.